Bali Musar point out that we have a tendency as human beings to complain about the suffering here and a kvetch here and so forth and so on, but we don't appreciate the greatest gift of all that God grants us, and that is life itself. In this week's parsha, Hovanes Chachmalo, Chazal take us into the conference room of Paro with three members, officers of his council, in which he asks them for their input on the solution to the problem of the Jews. And amongst those three, we find Bilam, who gave the Eitzah to Paro to destroy the Jewish people. And then we find that Eov was there and he was quiet, he was silent. And then there was Yisro who ran away. Yisro gets a great schar, but in the cases of Bilam, he gets killed by Cherev. That's his punishment. And in the case of Eov, he gets a life of suffering. Now the question is, why does Eov get the worst punishment, the suffering of Eov, and yet Bilam was killed instantaneously by the sword? Bilam's sin was so much greater than that of Eov. So why doesn't the punishment fit the crime? But the answer is that the greatest gift that Hashem gives us is life itself. David HaMelech says, Yasar Yisrani Yov, Alamova Lo Nesanoni. I thank Hashem even with my suffering because God has spared my life. And so in the case of Eov, with all the suffering, and we're not trying to belittle that suffering, but yet he has the gift of life. We don't appreciate the gift of life. Kol haneshama tahalka, Chazal interpreted kol neshima tahalka. We wake up, we're able to breathe. Do we thank Hashem that we have the gift of life? And the Bali Musa give a mashal that imagine if you won the lottery, $10 billion, and at the same time, some vessel that was sitting here on the table fell and broke. You wouldn't cry and kvetch about the broken vessel. You just won millions of dollars. If we only appreciate that great gift of life, Chazal speak about Chai Shah, that even 1 hour in this world is greater than all of Olam Haba. Yiratzon it be His will that we appreciate this gift of life itself and thank Hashem for every breath. Moda ani lefanecha. Thank you and Shabbat Shalom.